So don't just open the mouth at the same time. The animation does nothing for the player at that point. It's like when you're driving, if you put the blinker on when you're already turning, it's too late. Everything I say is based on my own opinions and experience. I'm not speaking for the public, and my feedback should be treated as such. You are watching Nico Evaluates. With 25 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the No Miss Buster Only challenge, and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited, I'm here to tell you my honest opinion on different Mega Man games, so sit tight and learn. Yesterday, Mega Pony seemed too good to me. Now it looks as though some levels suck. Oh, I believe it's still okay. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. They thought I was a brony. Why they had to go, I don't know. They wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for another game. Yesterday, Mega Pony was such a game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in Mega Pony. Hello people and welcome back to Nico Evaluates Mega Pony. This time I remembered to go in the options and change everything up, because the game doesn't tie these settings to the actual save file. Let's go to magic first. Laugh seems like a challenge, just based on the name. Again, the animation, pretty good. I think the animation in this game is far better than in most fan games we played. That's a nice remix, and I don't understand why people in the comments are hating this soundtrack. I actually like it myself. Sure, it's just remixes of Mega Man 2, but it's actually a, from what I've heard, it's a remix of both My Little Pony and Mega Man 2 crushed together. These music bits in the game have been in my head for some reason. I've been humming these on my free time, and it's been a long time since I've hummed any fan game tunes, so I'm appreciating that. The music is actually great in my opinion. I don't know what people are talking about. Uh-oh. Bit of a rough introduction to this owl enemy here. If you happen to miss and you scroll back here, you're in heap of trouble. Can you just go under the owl? That's what I wanna find out. There we go. So you're better off not shooting it, I'd imagine. Alright, got a good introduction here though. And a nice animation as well. Sadly you can't go back, but maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe it'll play in your... maybe it doesn't play in your favor. A bucka. Seems like a nice weapon. Just not sure how to use it yet. Do I just have to run into it? No, I actually have to press a button as well. Kinda hard to use, and I'm already out of it. So the weapon energy there, I believe, is kind of low. Okay, now the screen scrolling starts to irritate me. And it would be nice to get that power up there. But the thing does activate a bit too soon. So this stage, it's extremely easy to just accidentally scroll the screen back. You should stop that somehow. Just like the official games do, don't let the player go back. There's no use for it. There's a couple spots in Mega Man 5 as well, or at least one, where it plays the same way, and I hate it there as well, because you're accidentally going back. It's kind of weird how your shots go behind the actual press. That doesn't make sense what comes to the perspective here. Minor thing, I realized that. Can we actually get that gem there? Just trust the press. That was actually quite nice. It worked just like I expected it to. One problem I already see in this stage is that it's very cramped in. It's a lot of small hallways. Mega Man doesn't do well in small hallways, in my opinion. It needs bigger areas. That was kind of strange how the chain glitched up there. But I'm not sure how you would even fix that. Oh god. What if you accidentally go back here? Oh man. Yeah, this stage is just a bunch of corridors. I'm not a big fan of designs like this. Because it literally blocks your creativity as a developer. You can only do so much when the space is limited. It's kinda hard here. Let's see. Kinda hard to dodge all of the owls at the same time. But you just have to kill them. And if you don't, well... probably kinda wanna stay here. Kind of a cheating spot on left there. We are sent back though. So this is the other reason I don't like this stage, is that it's very long, and that was only the checkpoint. And when you die at the mid-boss, you are sent back all the way back to the beginning. And because the stage lacks creativity, you just wanna rush through it. We've already seen this. It's a lot like those puzzle stages from other games, such as Rock Force. You just don't give a shit anymore when you've done it once. You just don't want to do it again. It's one of those stages that really should have been taken out, in my opinion, or reimagined again. This is a sloppy job, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, everything works fine here. It's just that for a Mega Man game, it just doesn't carry over well. If this was any other game than Mega Man, this would probably be okay. But the standard we expect from a Mega Man game is higher than this. It's always a bit of a tricky minefield when you're doing a fan game of Mega Man. You're literally messing about with one of the most recognizable game franchises of all time. And if you're not doing a great job at it, it's gonna show. Not saying that this is not a great job, it's just so mediocre. I expect better from Mega Pony at this point. We've seen what this game is capable of, and this stage is just one of those instances where I just don't agree with the decision of making these long-ass corridors and limiting this playing field for the player, and then having the stage be so long, and when you die at the mid-boss, it's just... you just have to repeat everything all over again, and you get impatient there. Just not something I wanna see. That was close. At least the mechanics work pretty well. This met placement though is not that great. A bit punishing. So when you go a bit faster, of course, you're at the mid-boss already, but kind of flawed system again. It's just easier to stay here and probably just spam it. Sure, you're probably gonna get hit by one of these flying owls, but a lot less. I'm not sure how you would actually dodge this mini-boss unless you do that. You can probably just hug the corners to avoid the little owls. That's my guess. You just have to get rid of all of them, pretty much. I'm not seeing the... I would really like to see the full pattern here. I guess you just hug the corners. Somebody's gonna be like, you suck, you didn't understand how it works. It's probably not gonna criticize this boss that much. For that reason, I just can't see the full pattern right now. I'm not sure how to deal with this. You just wanna get rid of the little owls and jump over him, I guess. That's what they were going for. Or hug the corner and get semi-lucky. Everything is also a bit of the same color. Like at least color the ladders differently. Oh, I see what's going on here. So I'm guessing I should go... now? Well, that'll work. Again, puzzle aspects like this, not a huge fan on a Mega Man game. You really have to do a magnificent job for me to care. But I might be alone in that, I might just think differently on these. What? I have no idea what just happened. Literally no clue. We're gonna go back and check what happened. We just died. We just died for no apparent reason there. It's also because everything's just purple. It's hard to see what's going on. I don't quite understand all of the graphics that are going on here. The background should be more dark. It's just everything's too light. Everything's too much the same. Oh, don't tell me those are spikes. Oh, how was I supposed to know which teleporter goes where? That's a beginner's... that's a trick played on a beginner. You're not gonna know which... you're not gonna know which capsule goes where. So you're just gonna have to try and die. Of course, it was a bit obvious there, but not enough. That reminded me of Hotel Mario on CDI. You're not gonna know which elevator goes where, and that's just frustrating. Also, that show placement, I don't agree with that. It's just a lousy placement. You're never gonna want to fight that. You're just gonna want to run through it. So you're supposed to time this excellently well. And know which one goes where. Maybe they have different designs, but I don't think they do. Just the one on the right is a different design. All of the others are the same. So I don't think there's any clue either. Spikes, you just don't see them enough. They don't even look like spikes. They're just circles with pixels coming out of them. At least have the courtesy to make the spikes look more like spikes. They're just getting lost in the background. So here, you just have to master the puzzle aspect here. I'm not a hero. That's a trick, if anything. Did I cause an issue here? Don't think I did. There we go. Yeah, puzzle stages. Can't just go and suck my dick. I just don't care about this. This is probably the most crammed stage we've seen on Nico Evaluates. It's just a stretch of corridors, it's nothing else. Kind of a disappointment there. Now we are out of a bucker. Apple bucker. Let's see then. Uh-oh. For a mare like Magic Mare, there wasn't that much magic going on in the stage. In my opinion, at least. That reminds me of the attack Proto Man does in Mega Man Unlimited. The charging attack, very much timed, literally almost the same. I'd imagine if you get hit by that, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. I do like those wily shots. That's what I call them anyway. It's fun to try and dodge them. I actually kind of like this so far. Relatively easy to understand what's going on. Also, I'm getting a bit lucky here when it comes to some of these dodges. I do like the wily shots. It's my own fault for fucking that up. We might buy the Friendship Buster at the store just to check the charge on this game. Let's see. There we go, that's how you do it. Until you get hit. I think this game would be a bit too easy with the charged buster. So it's good that it's not here from the get-go at least, and you have to buy it. I fucked myself in the corner again. I'm not good at dodging these wily ball things. I've never been, but I do like the design. I can't fault the game for my own lack of understanding. But I've always liked the design of those. But of course you're using a design that already exists, so I can't give you full credit on those. But it is fun to see a quote robot master have the wily shots. Very difficult, I think the bosses are just very difficult, but that's why I like this game. It has some challenge. That telegraph could be a bit longer, where she goes to the corner and fires a shot. That's a bit too short in my opinion. Otherwise, I don't think there's anything too bad about this. This boss here. Let's try and actually beat it. There we go. Uh-oh. Wasn't expecting her to do it again. There we go. Kinda reminds me of Rainbow Man as well, with those patterns. I'm starting to get the hang out of it. I don't think this boss necessarily needs any adjustments. The telegraphs are just fine when you learn them. That one might benefit from a few more frames though. Other than that, I really like it. I don't think there's a lot to fix here. Because everything, whenever I get hit, it's my own fault, definitely. It's nothing else. I just suck at bosses like this. I would like to be better. Demands a lot of patience. I like how she can do the same thing again though, that's very cool. 3 times in a row in fact now. It's then when you realize, okay, 4 times in a row. When you realize that you have to reconsider your life decisions 5 times in a row now. Getting a bit ridiculous, but doable. Just don't wanna be in the corner. So essentially it looks like she's mostly RNG what comes to picking her next attack. If it's the corner attack or this one. And I messed up myself again, but was able to fix it. She actually teleported into my shot there. This might be my favorite boss from the game. Sadly, the stage was so underwhelming and frankly just bland. I really did not enjoy it. But the boss here is my favorite so far. Very nice job. Having a hard time as well beating this. This is how you do a Robot Master though, you learn from your own mistakes. You don't learn by dying, you learn by making mistakes yourself and becoming better at the battle. Exactly how I like it. I thought I was getting better, but apparently it doesn't work that way. Looks like a no miss is certainly possible. It's gonna be very difficult though. I do really enjoy this boss here. Uh-oh, don't wanna be in the corner. Gladly I realized that we still have a chance to actually beat her. Just guide these shots and we will be done. Oh nice, there we go. Very nice boss actually. I think this is one of my favorite bosses from any game we've done so far. Really nice job of balancing challenge with creative elements. That was very nice. I'm thinking about giving it a straight up 10. It's pretty cool. Very nice job. That completely made me forget the bad designs on the actual stage. Alright, let's check the last one. Uh-oh. This looks a bit ugly here. I'm not sure what happened. Looks like a pony puked on the stage. That's a wall? Holy hell. What in the hell? Very important to color your walls different from the background and the other foreground tiles. This is a bit messy here again. Oh my god, it's so hard to tell what's what. Okay. I see the telly. Not a good placement for the telly spawner. How am I supposed to get up there just with the buster? Maybe I'm not. Sadly, you can't home these, they're just always the same. Can't use them like the boss does. Oh my god, this room is just sacrilegious. It's really not good. Okay, first off, the spikes at the bottom right. That's a troll spike, never wanna have those. They're just gonna kill you outright. Telly spawner in a bad spot. If you come through the right side, really a bad spot. Don't know what's going on with the tiles. Certainly the ugliest stage so far. Definitely. But let's see if it's actually any good. Alright, let's see what this does. Kinda hard. The animation is there, but it's too late. The mouth should open first and then the bullets should come out. So don't just open the mouth at the same time. The animation does nothing for the player at that point. It's like when you're driving. If you put the blinker on when you're already turning, it's too late. You put it on before you turn to let the others know what's going on. You don't turn the wheel and tick the blinker at the same time. It doesn't help anyone. Dang it, these... Shit, these positions are not good. Continuing with that trend here. A lot easier when you take the left side, granted, but you have to think about both players who... these telly spawners are not they're not good. Bark! Really not a good job on those telly spawners. Actually quite horrible placements. Have to rethink those. But very nice usage of a weapon there, as you can see. I still don't quite understand how to effectively use this weapon here. Because if I launch it while walking, I can't seem to catch it up. But maybe I'm not supposed to then. Very little weapon energy on that. It's just, whenever I start to get accustomed to it, it's gone. I don't feel like there's any time. Oh! There we go. And now that we took the gems, we're in heap of trouble again. Somebody mentioned that we can charge the gem seeker. And that is apparently true. There we go. It's really a nice shield when you get used to it. It's just very hard to use. There we go. We should probably use the rainbow for this. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I couldn't dash because I was using the gems? Hold on. Okay, the gems completely prevent you from dashing. That is horseshit. I can't use any weapon when I'm shielded. It's a nice idea, but you should somehow tell the player that you can't use any of the weapons when they are shielded. That really sucks. I just got killed because I didn't know that. Well then. I thought I could use the shield with the weapon still in hand because you allowed me to pick it. So I'd probably rather just disable choosing another weapon when the shield is on, or just get rid of the shield entirely when you do change weapons. It's nice to have a shield with the weapon equipped, but it's not gonna do you anything if you can't fire at all. So what's the point? It's probably just an accident in the code or something. That really sucks. Ah, man. Oh my god. Okay. It's kinda nice to see tellies and they're pretty cute here, but this is the only room with okay positions so far. Now, let's do this right, okay? There we go. Spike trap, pretty okay. Uh-oh. Can we somehow... I don't think the boss takes damage from that weapon. There's just some enemies that just don't take damage from it, and it's hard to tell what takes damage and what doesn't. Kind of a mystery. Oh, okay. I'm guessing we should be using those balloons. Nice animation on it. When you step on it, it's reacting to it. Oh my god, I don't like sections like this. Again, this doesn't remind me of a Mega Man game at all. God damn it. Like rooms like that in a Mega Man game, I just don't know about it. It's more like a random NES game than a Mega Man game. Because Mega Man never used to do stuff like this. And there's so much waiting as well. You have to wait for those to disappear. Then you have to do this again, and... this is like this room. Extremely difficult, because there's little to no time to see the balloons coming up, because you're at the bottom of the screen. So you just have to basically do it by memory. Oh man, rough rooms, and I think one room just too much. Getting a bit repetitious, and again another one here. Awkward to kill these again. Like, these enemies are often not placed well either. I'm just gonna go away from that room, that was not great. Okay. I could go to the right and pick up gems, but who cares? Shit. Oh god! Man, these two stages here have not been great, and this position again, you have the Cho in a place where it's almost impossible to jump over the shots. Although for some reason I'm doing it. But never place Chos in a corridor, it's the last thing you should be doing. These cannons don't have good animations either, I should have disclosed it earlier, but the shots don't actually come from the cannon portions, they come from the top of the enemy, so it doesn't make any sense. And it's hard to understand. Especially when you're in a hurry, it's very hard to understand. Weird how the party... Okay, now this is probably one of the cheapest looking stages in the game. Shame. But let's see if the boss is better. Uh-oh. Oh god. Holy hell. Okay. Man, kinda hard to know when to jump over her. Shit. But here you basically have to know her pattern before you can battle her. Oh Jesus, dear lord. Alright. So now that we got the pattern down, it's a bit easier. I can already tell this is not my favorite boss in the game. Man. I actually don't know what to say about this. I don't think I have an opinion. It's not great, but it's not the worst job I've seen. So it's only when you jump apparently. So when you jump, she'll stop. Which makes it a bit more difficult to actually jump over. You have to like pretty much fool her the first time, so you fake jump and let her do her thing and then you jump over her. It's a bit hard to get used to a thing like that, so you do that and then you jump over, but you have to remember not to shoot again, otherwise you'll get hit. A bit of a clusterfuck, it's hard for me to get used to it, like there and then... God damn. That is rough. Very rough for boss. I see the pattern, but I just don't... My brain doesn't work the way this boss requires for it to work, so I'm just gonna use a weakness here. And we actually found it again by a sheer luck. Yeah, I just don't... the weakness as well doesn't work that well on it. Because you'll most likely just stop where she is. Yeah, man, this is rough. I just can't even beat her with the weakness here. I'm so bad at fights like this where you have to fake them first and then jump over. Not my cup of tea. But I can see how some people probably like this. Man, my brain does not work for this fight. It's probably an okay pattern, I just can't do it. I'm just trying to spam her now, because I realize that I am not good at it. So I'd rather just try and get rid of her faster. You can spam her like that though for a few moments. So that's my saving grace. Man, that's rough. Uh-oh. Shit. Okay, got lucky. Man, my brain doesn't work for that. I'm so sorry. It's hard to read, because you have to fake her. I'm not used to that. But if you agreed on what I said, leave a like. If you disagreed, leave a dislike. Catch you next time.